is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buckeyes will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. In the right spot, they stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The RPO, it's complete. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Got it in the middle. It's Sellers. At the 45 on his way. Turns it on down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UNC! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To start the drive. Close to the marker, it's Stockton. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back. We can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wide receiver going in motion. It's a draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's caught. It's Smith. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Looking down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. The Buckeyes heading quickly to the line.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if...
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. In the backfield, it's Rudolph. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heel.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass. I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and as the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football, I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He might want another play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man, it's Carter. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry up. Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the left. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Got his man on the outside. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Going to swing it on second down. Quick completion on the out. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw again. He's got an open man. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes third and goal. Might be changing the route. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Looking to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into him.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
He wants to throw it. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they come further into that lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. to answer. Complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. To the air on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to it.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Grab near the marker. It's Rudolph. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not...
Touchdown, North Carolina! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up 14 over Arizona. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they breaks into the open. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you've got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Looking for a push on fourth down. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Leaves it with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they get the third down stop. What a play by this defense.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. I really like this call to go for it on fourth down in this area of the field. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
They run the reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The quick out. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Snagged in the middle. It's Rudolph. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Tar Heels looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using the quick game. And he's close to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, UNC! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. Second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play.
He's got it along the sideline. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. With has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And as he throws, another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you get more and more hits in the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. They'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All wideouts, no backs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
And after that long completion, completion for the first down. Did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. The short hands, it's Smith. Grabs a touchdown, saving tackle at the 17. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's Stockton. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory.
Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And here they come, almost all the way back. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got it in the middle. It's Sellers. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Finding an escape route. There he goes. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heel.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Murray.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Off play action on 1st down. It's caught. Still on his feet at the 45. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll go to the ground. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. Touchdown, North Carolina! Fit it in the window for the score.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. And the timing just a hair off. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss him. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UNC. And the route is on.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new... Turning it on! He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you get to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Lost a throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Nice move to keep running.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. That one interception and the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Caught into the middle. It's Rudolph. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10.
22, water.
Handoff to the single back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead and had a great day today.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and then limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Bulldozes his way through. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Tar Heels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 and the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.